Welcome back to NTV News First Edition. Well, we've seen it in the past. Seemingly out of nowhere, an unusual animal takes the internet by storm, almost instantly creating a collective community feeling obsessed with the animal. Well, in the past, we've had, you remember, Grumpy Cat and Moo Dang. And this week, it's all about Jimothy. We saw him earlier this week, and take a look at this. Jimothy was nicknamed by a Seattle resident who captured him on film. He's a wild raccoon with what appears to be a short spine syndrome. Well, there's no doubt that he's cute, but why has his presence resulted in crochet patterns, tattoos, including him on the Google logo, Roku screen, and countless memes? Well, here to discuss is Dr. Jean Hubbard, who loves odd little animals.
I do. Listen, I will not deny that I enjoy cute animals on the internet. It's part of the reason I think the internet's there. But every once in a while, we have a Jimothy come along where it is way above and beyond anything that you might expect from, just a cute little video. And it has just exploded and is continuing to explode. So, me, I get curious. I'm like, why is this the case?
So why is it the case?
Well, there's a couple of things. There are some facts about Jimothy that make him prime for, our collective obsession. And then there are some characteristics of us as humans that are likely to feed into the Jimothys of the world.
Okay, so what is it about Jimothy?
Well, part of it is there's what's known as kind of the baby effect. Anything that has really large eyes, disproportionately large head, small, round, those are characteristics that we tend to pull towards. He's unique and very distinctive. So if you happen to see it, you instantly know what it is you're seeing there. And I think there's the fact that he has been anthropomorphized. And I'm proud of myself for getting that word out in one try. We've given him a gender. We don't know what gender he is. We've given him, and it's the name, I think that, and just because he seemed like a Jimothy, and we've given him characteristics. So we've now introduced a whole new element of him as a character. Looking around now, they've surfaced, there's lots of videos of him from around. There's even some of him as the cutest ever baby raccoon. But it's the combination of the introduction with the name and the characteristics and the things he's being associated with that are making the difference.
So we're seeing, so people aren't just saying, oh my gosh, look at Jimothy, he's adorable. They're going a step further.
Oh, yeah.
So what makes people do that?
So again, the interesting part, we do have this when we see things with large eyes and disproportionately large heads, we have this empathy and this nurturing and this desire to protect and look out for. And unlike some of our other characters who've perhaps been in zoos or pets, he's a wild animal. We need to keep reminding people he's a wild animal. And there is something about some of the attributes. People are just, he's just doing his own thing. People are embracing him as a symbol of, the underdog that's doing okay. People are just embracing him around disability rights. Today I was seeing things about celebrating his mother for not rejecting him when he was a baby. The number of characteristics that are coming along. And one of the things that starts to happen is there's this shared kind of everybody's in on the joke. So when you see the memes, when you see the different suggestions, when you see, just the constant input of artwork and jokes and everything online, you feel part of a shared community. And it is a community that is embracing weirdness and joy, which, I mean, come on, amazing. And I'm seeing it being channeled. There was an artist who auctioned off, an original piece of artwork and had like 12 grand go to the local food bank. People are really embracing it and positivity. And let's face it, we hear enough bad news that anytime we can see something that we perceive as positive and joyful and maybe a little weird, that's going to pull to a lot of our inner needs. And there's some thought that, who isn't going to like Jimothy? I mean, he's pretty unoffensive in terms of politics, in terms of opinions, so that in a time where so many people feel divided, hey, we can get behind this weird little guy who's just living his own life and is doing his own thing. And if Seattle was, you know, thank you for bringing him to the world. And I don't know what next week will bring, but we will enjoy the Jimothy effect while it lasts.
We certainly will. Dr. Janine Hubbard, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thanks, Tony Marie.